I don't want to talk about it offline. That's just wasting material.
That's true. That's true.
No, actually, I'm pretty good, dude. Yeah, a little sore, but I went to bed last night at like 7, and I was asleep by 8, and I woke up when Lady Monkey's alarm went off at 6:15 today.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I slept. I woke up many times throughout the night, but there was only one where I thought, "Oh God, I'm gonna have to get out of this bed," and then apparently I passed right back out. So
Then you peed yourself.
actually, that's what woke me up at that time, is I had to pee. So yeah. Anyway, this is Monkey in the Morning. Say hi, Jack.
Hi, everybody.
Jack, how are you doing?
Better than John Bolton.
What happened to John Bolton?
His house is getting raided by the FBI right now.
Nice. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, you haven't been watching the news.
I did all my news watching a little while ago. I didn't catch this part. I woke up.
It just dropped like half an hour ago.
Oh, good. Fuck him. There are things that I'm okay with Bolton on, and it's about 2 of them, and everything else. The guy's just a warhawk shitbag. The guy likes to kill Americans with other people's bullets.
He just likes killing in general. Yeah, I used to like him, but the more he would talk, the more I was like, this is kind of sketchy.
Well, with Bolton, see, I've never been one who is against the Iraq War. We didn't execute it well.
Yeah.
But I was okay with the Iraq War. I still am. I know as a modern American, you're supposed to be like, oh, we were lied to. One, we weren't lied to, but more importantly, Saddam kept firing at our planes, which is an act of war, and we should have kicked his ass much sooner than we did.
We should have went in when he got caught selling oil to the French, which violated the agreement that stopped the last war, and we should have kicked his ass then, because he was doing that shit back then too, where he was shooting at our stuff, and he was doing all the rabble rousing. But it wasn't quite as bad. So yeah, there were plenty of reasons to go kick his ass. And it sent a message to Iran too, was part of it.
So I'm with Bolton on that. And then as he keeps talking, and he's just like, we should bomb everybody. And like, ooh, maybe not. Maybe not.
Maybe dial that back 6 or 7 wars, huh?
But anyway, good. I hope he ends up in prison. But speaking of prison, Jack, today's top story is Menendez. Well, sorry, Erik Menendez, because Lyle gets his turn today. And I don't know if we've ever spoke in depth about the Menendez case. It's from 1989 or 98, 89, 98, 89.
Somewhere in there.
Way back when.
Long ago.
These 2 shitbag brothers murder their parents, and now everybody's they just got their sentence changed because they had life sentences, and they were like, but there's proof of their father banging them, even though there's actually no proof.
And now they're orphans, Monkey.
Now they're orphans, yes. So supposedly a letter was found that Lyle or Erik, one of the 2 shit brothers, wrote way back when they were like 12, telling one of their cousins about how their daddy raped them. And I have so many questions about this. Like, who writes that letter to your cousin?
Yeah, I think the proper response is not that you have questions, it's that you have so many shares in bridges.
Right? Well, here's another thing about that is literally there's no proof of when this letter was written. There's no way to like carbon date it or anything.
No, it could have been written by anyone at any point in the last 30 years.
We do know that Lyle has given people scripts to go tell the media about horrible stuff that happened.
Mm-hmm.
So totally they wouldn't have made this up and made it happen. No.
Oh my God. How could you think such thing? Impugning their character thusly? Next, you'll say they could have hired someone off Fiverr to write it with their offhand, so it looks like a child did it.
So they got their sentence changed to like 25 or 35 years, whatever the fuck it ends up being. Now Now they get eligible for parole. And Erik had his first parole hearing yesterday, Jack. 10-hour parole hearing.
Did it get denied?
He got denied.
Good. Fuck him.
Partially for the original crime itself. Because look, even if you believe that his daddy raped him, I don't believe that at all. I think that was made up, and we'll discuss that in a minute. But even if you believe that his dad deserved to get shot, his mom didn't.
Yeah, I guess guilt by association.
And so these little assholes came up for parole. Lyles is today, and he's probably, as I said, they've caught him trying to fabricate evidence. He's probably not going to get it. Although it would be funny if he does. It would be funny if Lyle killed their parents because the dad molested him. Erik has claimed that Lyle molested him.
I find that more believable, but I don't trust either of these two dickheads. They're notorious liars.
Yes.
And their stories were contradictory at the beginning.
Yep.
And they've always had kind of like this air of like deceit about them. And I've never understood the let's face it, middle-class white women that are like, but they're orphans now. They're so handsome.
Well, it goes to Hollywood. I mean, the kind of people that support these assholes are the kind who, if somebody raped a child in front of them, they'd go, that child was coming on to him.
Yeah, the Hollywood mentality.
Yeah.
Of pedos.
When these two kill their parents, they don't come out and go, we shot him because he was molesting us. By the way, they were 21 and 18 at the time of the murders.
Yeah, they could have, moved out.
Yeah, Erik says he was afraid that night that his dad was. Look, I realize it's 8 a.m. here in the United States on the East Coast. Forgive the language, but he was afraid his dad was going to come rape him because he wanted to go to a college his dad didn't want him to go to. That's a hell of a reaction to your kid going, I want to go to Stanford or wherever he was planning on going.
Yeah, it seems like what do the kids call that? An overreaction?
A little bit. That escalated quickly. Yes.
It really did. Yes. Well, I don't want you going to that school. Time for your butt pounding. What?
So they were desperately afraid their dad, who was asleep on the couch, was going to come upstairs and rape them. So they gathered some shotguns and blasted him in his sleep in his easy chair. And then they blasted Mom. But Mom wasn't quite dead, so they reloaded and shot her again. And then you know what they did, Jack? They went on a spending spree.
Yeah, because that's a normal reaction, like to get over your trauma of getting ass raped or fear of ass rape.
Right?
Is to go run up the credit cards. You got to rumble.
I am so sorry, Wes. Let me get this real fast, and I will get that tall person. But it is Arlene's 93rd birthday, and Arlene, sweetie, this one is for you. And a 1 and a 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Arlene. Happy birthday to you. Sweetheart, happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful one. I really, really do.
Indeed. You don't really get classy names like Arlene anymore.
No.
That's classy. That's like movie star names,
These days, they might as well just name the girl stripper.
Yeah, you get like Chastity and Chandra and other I'm going to take my clothes off for money names.
Tall person, thank you. Good morning. Always happy to catch one of these live. Happy National Eat a Peach Day. Hear about the Cracker Barrel logo change. I thought we were past that type of thing. Look, I don't know what Cracker Barrel's doing. The people who like Cracker Barrel are intensely loyal to it. It's my father-in-law's favorite thing.
Yeah, I like Cracker Barrel. It's good food.
I don't like their food. I think their food is kind of bland.
Oh, you communist.
But I'll eat there. But my father-in-law fucking loves it.
Yeah, I've been around several of them. It's a Midwest thing, I think.
Yeah.
There's a certain amount Midwest. Of like Yeah, it's like a brand loyalty thing. It's part of the culture. Like a lot of places, you didn't really have like fancy sit down dining, but you had franchises like fast food. But your middle ground was Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
And that was like where poor people went to have a fancy meal, and feel special. But it also had all the kitschy shit on the walls, and
Yep.
it made you feel kind of like rustic. So city people saw it as like this, like, oh, look at the folksy charm, and the locals thought of it as like, look, they get us.
My father-in-law can tell you the location of every Cracker Barrel between here and his house in Virginia. Because he looks for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, what they've done with Cracker Barrel is just stupid.
It looks like a knockoff Applebee's now.
What they should have
too organized. Like I said on X, it looks like a serial killer's like love den.
It does. What they should have done is leaned into it and leaned into tradition.
Yes. But they went the opposite way and became forgettable. They look like every other corporate thing now.
Yep.
And they've all gone that way.
Okay, back to our little weirdos here. Go ahead.
Before you pick that up, thank you, tall person. And so for you, Mr. Jack, happy National Pecan Torte Day. Oh, thank you. I don't know what that is, but I'm not a huge pecan fan. But thank you.
I like pecans fresh. I don't like them in anything. When we lived in Norfolk, there were 3 pecan trees. Yes, I'm saying pecan. Pecan is a pie.
It's either or. You can say it however you want.
We had pecan trees in the backyard, and breaking them open and eat them was great. The only problem is we also had squirrels, so you couldn't walk through the backyard without shoes on. Because those little bastards, they don't clean up their shells. They leave them fucking everywhere.
Yeah, they're messy little monsters.
They're little bastards. Anyhow, speaking of little bastards, and in this case, orphaned ones, Lyle and Erik murder their parents in cold blood. They don't admit to it right away. In fact, it's a mystery at first who killed them. Instead, they go on a massive spending spree of mom and dad's money, including leaving the country. They had to come back. Was it Erik or one of the two had to come back because he left the country? But they were just so distraught that dad might rape them that night that what they needed was brand new Rolexes, Jack. I've never killed my parents, so I don't know the therapeutic value of a spending spree. But this is all forgotten in the modern retelling of this nonsense. Because in the modern retelling, it's like, they were raped, so they killed their daddy, and, well, mom was there, so she deserved it too, and they're really good guys. Do you know why their parole was denied, or his parole?
Lack of remorse?
No, well, that a little bit of that, but most of it is for how he acted in prison.
Oh, was he bragging?
Well, let's see. He's been caught with alcohol making stuff, drugs, illegal phones. It was alleged that he tried paying somebody to beat somebody else up for him. He's gotten into several fights. He's broke the rules constantly.
Oh, imagine that. Somebody that lies, cheats, and steals and goes and spends all their dead parents' money. It might be a bad person.
So the case is coming up where we're going back in time. Case is coming up where they might get their sentence changed from life to 25 plus or 25 to life, whatever it's changed to, so they can get parole. And this asshole obtains a contraband phone and calls his wife on it, who yells at him for like, what the fuck are you doing?
Smart.
And he says that he was trying to find out what was going on with the case. He's got television. He's got the news. That shit was all over the news. But no, he needed to talk to his wife about it. Which, by the way, this motherfucker got married in prison after he'd been in there for like 10 years.
I don't understand that. But
the best part of that, though, is he has a daughter. I'm using air quotes. Legally, he's never touched his wife carnally.
Oh,
He has gotten reprimanded at least twice for trying to touch her conjugally, because as somebody who killed a family member and was in a life sentence, he wasn't allowed to have conjugal visits. So he got horny with her and they had to pull him off, and he got in trouble for it. But so this chick has a daughter by somebody else who claims Erik is her daddy. That's her real daddy, y'all. The guy. How bad is her real dad that the dad she wants to know is the murderer in prison she's never got a single moment alone with?
Yeah.
Can you say stripper, ladies and gentlemen?
That scene from Midnight Express is going through my head where she's rubbing her boobs against the glass, going, "Oh, Billy!"
Oh my God.
And he's sitting there rubbing one out.
But anyway, he was denied because he's a shitbag and he murdered his parents. And I do love that one of the main reasons that he got his sentence changed was that a member of Menudo came out and went, "Yeah, his dad touched me too." There's also
first of all, Menudo's still around.
No, because remember in Menudo they age out of Menudo. You know, the managers don't like touching anybody of age.
No, they age out of the attraction, shall we say?
Yeah. But he came out earlier this year, maybe it was last year, whichever, and he's like, "No, 30 years ago, his daddy touched me too."
Translation: I need some attention. Everybody forgot who I was.
Yeah. So anyway, fuck this guy. He's gonna stay in prison for at least a little while longer, where he belongs.
Absolutely.
And Netflix should be ashamed of the bullshit they keep doing with these horrible people, where they make them seem sympathetic. And
yeah,
because they just had the Menendez brothers movie, Jack.
Oh yeah. Well, one of the problems we're seeing is because people don't have moral compasses anymore, they don't believe in evil. Yeah. Everybody's just misunderstood.
I hate that that's the case.
I do too. It's really gross, but
this is an open and shut case. These two murdered their parents. Yeah. And again, even if you think dad molested them, there's no indication that mom knew about that. They've claimed that mom saw them get hit by dad, not raped by dad, but hit by dad. And they were just so angry they had to kill her too. That's not a crime. That's not a crime of passion. That's not a crime of defense. When she's down on the floor, shot already, chances are you're safe.
Yeah, it seems that way. Plus, she was just at best a passive participant. She wasn't actually involved.
Yeah, she
wasn't even a threat to begin with.
Exactly. There's no danger. And they reloaded to shoot her again. That alone shows that this was just cold-blooded murder.
Oh, absolutely. Well, these people deserve to die in jail.
Yes. And it's disgusting that they've gotten their sentence commuted to the possibility of parole. I hope they both die in prison. I really do.
Yeah.
Fuck them both. But Lyle's, his is going on today. I don't know if it'll be as long, but given how the parole board reacted to Erik, I don't think they're going to react any better to Lyle out there being like, "Hey, go lie for us so we can get out earlier." I have a feeling that's not going to go over too well. Hey, Erik, if getting touched by your daddy is why you killed him, why didn't you shoot your brother then too? Just wondering. See, they push that story so to try to make Erik a little bit more sympathetic. Like, no, he's the real victim here. Fuck this guy. And yeah, I hope he gets daddied in prison. Is that wrong to say?
No, I think the sisters will take a turn with him. Look, he kind of deserves it because I don't believe any of their allegations. They're so full of shit. They murdered their parents to get some money, and then they went on a shopping spree and tried to escape. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, and I have no sympathies for them at all. And I'm tired of the people who've tried to rewrite this. It's like the Scott Peterson one. They tried making him a hero. No, look, there were 4 different people who said they saw Lacey that day. The only problem is each of those 4 people say they saw her wearing the clothes that she was wearing in the pictures on the missing posters.
Yeah.
Which is not what she was wearing that day.
A couple of them had seen somebody that lived in the neighborhood that had the same haircut.
Yeah.
It was like a jogger, but it wasn't Lacey. It was very obviously not Lacey.
The fact that every one of them saw her in that outfit, that's not the outfit she was wearing.
Yeah.
They're not credible witnesses.
No, and some people just come out and claim that they saw something so they could get some attention, which is probably the case there. But a lot of this crap is because Scott Peterson was fairly attractive.
Oh, yeah.
So the women were like, he couldn't have possibly done it. He's handsome. And that's a stupid fucking logic.
Understatement says, yes, it is wrong to say that they should get daddied in prison. They shot their father and then besmirched the dead man as a child rapist. I'm not hoping that they get raped in prison, but I don't feel bad for them if they do.
Yeah, my sympathy bone is pretty non-existent on that one.
I don't support prison rape. I don't want them to get raped in prison, but I don't feel bad if they do.
Yeah, if it happens, it happens to them because they're bad people.
Speaking of bad people, Oh, I did not mean to do it that way. That was supposed to come up to the picture that's already on my screen, Jack. There we go. I clicked the wrong button. I hate when I do that shit. Let's talk about Democrats in Virginia who are doing their best to lose this gubernatorial election.
Oh, yeah, thank God. Because it might have been a squeaker otherwise. But this lady with the sign...
Yeah,
Dear
you've seen
Lord.
the other side, right?
Yeah. So I don't understand. Do they not think these things through? Or are they just that covert racist that they don't even realize they're being that stupid?
Oh, Devil Pup, hang on. This isn't even the bad sign. Okay, this isn't even the bad sign. So Abigail Spence, I forget the Democrat's name. I know it's Abigail something, don't care. Is running against Winsome Sears. Sears is the Republican. And Winsome had a rally in Arlington yesterday.
Yeah. Winsome Sears is a classy fucking name, too.
Isn't it?
God damn. Like, if that guy was a billionaire spy, I'd be... he's got like a James Bond name.
It's a chick.
It's a chick?
Winsome is a girl. Yeah.
That's just as badass. Like, if she had a British accent, wait, she's black, right?
Yes.
Okay, she's black. She needs to pick up an accent of some kind. And she'd be like, I am in some Sears. I'll be here to save you. That would be so badass.
Matt, thank you so much. He says, Monk, you're only like 20 minutes in, so I'm gaining on you. Hit that like. Guys, hit the like button. Remember, that helps us out while we're live.
Yeah, like, share, and subscribe.
The more y'all like it, the more YouTube thinks, hey, maybe other people will like it. Anyhow.
Gun advocate too? Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
I hope she's strapped all the time. So anybody that stops, she's like, who are you? I'm Winsome Sears.
Yeah, I like Winnie. She's cool. And yeah, that name is badass.
I would really never call her Winnie. I'd be like Winsome.
It's such an old school name too. You don't get names like that. Like you were just talking a little bit ago. You don't get names like Winsome anymore.
I was in a graveyard in Columbus a long time ago, taking pictures of headstones. Don't judge me; it's weird.
No, I like graveyard pictures. I think that graveyards are beautiful.
Yeah, they have like in Columbus. They have a lot of really cool headstones, like angels and cherubs, really in-depth stuff. But I came across one and I took a picture of it just because the guy had a cool name, and his name was Achilles.
Nice. You don't get that at all.
Yeah, he was in like the 1800s. He died in like 1898 or something. I've got the picture somewhere. I forget what his last name was, but it was cool too. And I was like, you just don't get like that's named for success, not like, this is my son Dollar Bill.
There's a great line in one of the pitch meetings where the first Iron Man pitch meeting where the writer guy goes, and Obadiah Stane, and the producer goes, oh, so he's the bad guy? He goes, how'd you guess that? He says, well, because with a name like Obadiah Stane, he's either the bad guy or a general in the American Civil War.
Right?
Like, yes. You don't get names like Obadiah anymore. Anyway. All right, so our little Democrat here is holding up a sign that says, hey, Winsome, you have a gender neutral bathroom in your home. That's a private bathroom, sweetheart. That's not gender neutral.
Yeah. I mean, you could specify that that's men only.
I suppose if you have two bathrooms in your house, you can make one men, one's women, but nobody's arguing that the family bathroom at Walmart is gender neutral because it's a single person, or, you take your kids in there so they don't have to be with the pedophiles. It's single use. Nobody's upset with single use bathrooms being gender neutral.
No, nobody fucking cares because it's one person in there at a time generally, except for when you got kids or whatever.
We're going to come back to her in a minute because this is in Arlington. You see this guy right here? I'm sorry. You see this woman right here?
What? You mean the dude from the Devil's Rejects? Jesus Christ. What? Is he an extra from House of a Thousand Corpses?
This is a woman that Arlington schools let hang out in the girls' locker room naked.
Why?
Because you get to use the bathrooms and locker rooms that affirm your gender identity.
Did he work there?
I don't know.
Or was he just like some dude on the street that's like, I identify as a teenager?
If you listen to some of the stories of the people who encountered this guy, the one lady, she tells the story about how her and her daughter walked into the locker room and he's standing there butt naked with his penis out facing the door. Just standing there.
I have to rub my ointment on my feminine pain.
I think
stand there and look at me.
I believe that just like all the other women in that locker room, he should be allowed to stand there with his dick pointed at the door.
Are there a lot of women there with dicks?
By the way, he's been arrested for indecent exposure.
What? I'm shocked.
And
this stunning and brave woman?
He was a registered sex offender at the time he was running around the locker room naked.
Oh, so he's an oppressed class as well.
Yes.
I mean, they labeled him like monsters.
And that is why the Republicans being like, this guy should not be in the bathrooms is why we have signs like this. Because how dare you keep that pedophile out of the bathrooms with little girls? Now, I told you guys this wasn't the worst of the sign. Here's the worst of the sign. On the back of that sign, and this is confirmed, this isn't fake, there's video of her holding this sign. It says, hey, Winsome, if trans can't share your bathroom, then blacks can't share my water fountain. She wrote that to a black woman in Virginia.
At least the Democrats are keeping tradition alive.
To protect this woman. Hey, Negroes, you can't use our water fountain if this guy can't have his dick out around little girls. Is that really the message you want to send?
I mean, that's a hell of a hill to die on. You're willing to go back to segregated water fountains so that a child predator can whip his wiener out?
How do you look? These people are bad at analogies anyway, but how the fuck do you get to this? To blacks can't share our water fountains.
Look, a lot of Democrats did vote against the civil rights bill both times. So
I saw so many people when this first breaks. I was asleep, but I've read the comments. We're like, I don't believe that's real. Like, you don't believe an old Democrat in Virginia could be racist?
Yeah.
Did you miss the entire Civil War?
Did you look right at the sun a lot as a child while your dad played with the soft spot? I mean, I don't understand. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
It's so unusual for Democrats to be racist. You know, when they say things like black kids don't know what computers are.
Yeah, look, black kids are almost as good. Poor kids are almost as good as white kids.
Jesus, man. Look.
What is with these people?
They're insane.
Apparently.
And the racism in the Democrats never went away. It just got recoded to make it sound like it's literally the old plantation owner. These black people won't know what to do with themselves if we don't do it for them. They just reworded the way they say that. That's what affirmative action is. It's what all of their nonsense is. We have to help them. They're too stupid to do it on their own. But when you put this whole story together, it's not just that, oh, Winsome is against trans people being in women's bathrooms. This is literally because of a case where a pedophile, a convicted sex offender, was running around naked in the women's locker room where there's girls. There were several little girls in the locker room, Jack. That's why he's facing charges of indecent exposure. It's to defend him.
Yeah. Look at the people the Democrats are defending right now. The left in general. They're not just Democrats. There's also the communists and whatever goofy Green Party and whatever. They're defending child predators, people that claim to be women that want to expose themselves to children, murderers, drug dealers, human traffickers, the worst of the worst. Every kind of criminal element is what they are rallying around. That is terrifying because they're a major party. These people will eventually get back in power, and they are going to unleash all of these degenerates and psychopaths on us.
Devil Puff says, being originally from Virginia allowed me to say, why I never. Yeah. Look, my fascination with Virginia, besides the fact that these are fucking incredible cases, that for the second gubernatorial election in a row, they're going to lose because they're defending rapists and pedophiles and insane people. But I lived there so long that my there's part of my heart still in Virginia, and to see it like this, like for real. You thought the blacks can't share my water fountain, not our water fountain, my water fountain. That's old white lady's water fountain, Jack.
Oh yeah, they all claim ownership. This is my parking spot. That's my store that I go to. This is my water fountain.
Look,
old white ladies, a lot of them are very entitled.
We've dealt so much with white women on this show. I've started to look at my wife a little side-eyed, if I'm being honest.
Well, you gotta keep an eye on her and make sure she doesn't get any of these bad traits. And
right?
Slap any pumpkin spice out of her hands. That's what does it.
This is the kind of shit that you would expect in like a skit or like a Babylon Bee headline.
10 years ago, this would have been a parody, but now it's reality for some ungodly reason. They're going full mask off with their crazy.
It's just kind of insane to me. And again, even if you want to make the argument about the transgenders, why do you make that stand here? Why do you do that in Arlington, where this is the big story right now? Why don't you wait until she's somewhere else where there hasn't been a pedophile running around a locker room?
Because they only go after the big cases, no matter what kind of scumbag it is, because they don't have objective morality. They don't believe in evil. So this person is just misunderstood. It's not that they did anything wrong. You're just misunderstanding them. You're shaming them for their, you call it a kink, but it's who they are on the inside.
Yeah, it's who they want to be inside that's the problem.
Yeah, it is, but they don't see it that way. Honestly, I think they actually believe that pedos are a sexuality, because they're the type of people that have been so brainwashed that they recognize any kind of sexual attraction as acceptable, and they're trying to normalize it. Why else would they be trying to defend this person for whipping their dong out in front of a bunch of girls?
Blue-eyed asks, what can I do to counteract the pumpkin spice cookie I ate the other day? I might have been tainted. You've been tainted. The best thing you can do is throw on the movie Commando and watch it from start to finish twice.
Yeah, maybe go to a gun range.
It'll help counteract it.
It takes a little while for that stuff to work its way out of your system, so you just have to be aware of the symptoms. So be careful. Don't end up at a rally with pink hair and a sign.
Anthrax Allen has a birthday. What? It's Alan's birthday. Is Alan here? Where's Alan? I didn't see him pop up. Alan, say hi and I'll sing to you. I do have that movie on DVD. See, that already means you might be inoculated. Like my daughter can drink pumpkin spice, but she has my blood running through her veins, so there's a natural counter to that.
Yeah, but it's always best to be. Yeah, Anthrax is here. His name pops up in chat. It's always best to counteract that. If you're worried, do a double feature of Commando and Predator.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And that'll help flush out some of the pumpkin spice.
Any testosterone-laden movie from the 80s, you'll be good. Alan, this is for you, my friend, and a 1 and a 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alan.
Rex Allen.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Hope you have a good one, my friend. I always like to make sure they're in chat, because if somebody's like, hey, it's their birthday and they're not here yet, and we sing to them and then they come in, they're like, it's my birthday. Like, go back to the timestamp then.
Yeah, go back a few minutes.
I already sang. But anyway, happy birthday, sir. Hope you have a good one.
Indeed.
This lady, I hope she has a really bad day. There's a video of her looking at the sign and somebody going, this is blowing up all over the media. And she's like, I don't care.
Yeah, what gets me is that lady probably will have zero regrets and doesn't think she did anything wrong. And she's going to say, look at the conspiratorial right wing showing their racism.
The head of the Arlington Republican Party wrote her a note thanking her for her contribution.
That's funny.
Yeah, apparently her name's Anita. That's all I know about her. But yeah, just to hang on. For anybody who's like, that's not a real sign. That's not her, as some people were. There she is, holding it with that side up on video. Winsome went on to one of the local news broadcasts and they talked about the sign, but they never showed the sign. And somebody said, well, maybe they didn't have permission to use the picture. They could have cut out just what the sign said and put it up, but they never told the audience what the sign actually said. They didn't show it. What I like most about the sign is the arts and crafts that was done for it. We don't get as good a video. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to do this. You don't get to see it as well in that, so we'll show it on this one. She used different colors, Jack.
Oh, yeah, she put thought and effort into this.
And my favorite part of that is the part that says, then blacks can't share isn't black. Everything else is rainbow colored, but for black, she made sure to put it in black. Jesus Christ, man. I guess if she wrote a sign about honkies, it'd just be gone because you couldn't read it on the white background.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it probably says something about white people on there. We just can't read it.
Yeah, well, nobody would care about the white people anyway, so.
I don't know how you get to this point. I really don't. I know that they're bad at analogies, but comparing not letting men into women's bathrooms with black people not being able to use water fountains is retarded at a level that should have you drooling and unable to make your pretty little sign. It's like the retards are adapting, Jack. They're learning. They're making it. They're making signs now.
Well, they didn't learn much because they made this sign. So
Okay, moving along. A federal judge has ordered Alligator Alcatraz shut down, Jack.
That'll get overturned.
But not for, probably not, actually, because of the reason that they turned it down. It's not because Alligator Alcatraz is bad for the inmates or anything like that. No. Environmental law, because it's in the Everglades. I'm not making that up.
I mean, it used to be an airport. Is it not the land not grandfathered in?
The judge even brings that up in their ruling, and that this was going to be an airport that they abandoned due to environmental concerns. And she says, and every politician who's come since then has said they're going to restore it to its natural beauty. Okay. So the Everglades aren't beautiful. They're a fucking swamp.
Yeah, swamps are not pretty.
They're gross and dangerous.
Yeah, it's all hot and sticky, and it's full of gators and monsters and swamp monsters, skunk apes, and God knows what else.
Now, I would have to see the actual environmental law to be able to give you my opinion on whether or not this can stand. But in my experience, especially with this being done in environmental reasons, it's probably going to stand.
Yeah, well, you have way too many overly complicated and punitive environmental regulations as it is. But yeah, I bet Trump's going to try and find a waiver of some kind for this.
Yeah. I can see him having the EPA be like, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
But it depends on what the exact laws are governing the Everglades. And just because politicians have promised to restore the area, if it hasn't been put into law, then it doesn't matter. You know, politicians can promise anything unless it's put into law. It's literally meaningless when it comes before a judge.
Yeah, it's just like car dealers puffing. It's just talk.
Kingslayer Damocles, thank you so much. Random question. Would you rather live in a complete police state or a complete anarchist state? And he puts state in quotes there because it's anarchist. Well done. Personally, an anarchist state. I would rather have total freedom than no freedom at all.
Yeah, the police state would arguably be safer, but more likely to be a shorter life. I mean, at least you could be a warlord. Anarchy states never survive very long. You'll end up with a warlord or regional fiefdoms of some kind before long. So anarchy, you just got to kind of ride it out, and you might become the warlord yourself. So there's always chance for movement upward. You know, upward mobility is always a good thing.
Yeah, just because it's a complete anarchist state doesn't mean you don't have laws. It just means you don't have written laws. And if somebody's threatening you or yours, you can take them out.
Yeah, because it's anarchy. That's the beauty of anarchy. Rules. I didn't agree to
that. If I had young children, I would probably answer police state.
Yeah. If I was 30 years younger, I wouldn't even hesitate to say anarchist, because then I would have a much healthier chance of becoming that warlord. But
yeah,
you know.
But see, that's how me and Jack think. Our immediate thought is, well, I'd be the warlord. And yeah, I just prefer freedom over not freedom.
Yeah, and the ability to kill your enemies without consequence. I mean, you can't tell me that's not just a little attractive, guys. Just saying.
So yeah, this judge has said that all of the stuff in there has to be dismantled. No more prisoners can come in. They've actually said they got to get rid of the AC units, which if I'm Trump, I pull those immediately.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious.
And then watch them all whine. Yeah, watch them all whine about how hot it is in the Florida Everglades in August.
Yeah, anytime the lefties start bitching, be like, look, your environmental regulations caused this.
Yep, this was your doing. Yeah, because they were not sued by the people who won this suit. It wasn't a victims' rights advocacy group or an immigrants' right. It was an environmental group. who did it because they want to protect not the environment, the prisoners.
Criminals. Call them what they are.
The illegal aliens, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what Trump should do is designate the area around that as no longer being part of the Everglades. They're going to reclaim the land for farming.
Yeah.
Do what they did in the Great Black Swamp in Upper Ohio and parts of Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Indiana. And they drained all the fucking swamp with canals because canals were the way you moved stuff. And then they made farmland. Like half of Ohio used to be a swamp. And they drained the whole damn thing.
JB says you heard it here first. Monk and Jack hate trees. If this is the first time you're hearing I hate trees, you have not been paying attention.
I like what trees let me make out of them.
I have been bitching about trees probably since my first stream ever because my birthday is on fucking Earth Day.
Yeah, right? I like the tree that made the table I'm sitting at. It's a nice table. It's bigger than the one I used to have.
I used to kill a baby tree every year on my birthday. Out of spite.
Yeah, like when I was with Boy Scouts, we had to go out and plant trees, and then we would go out and cut trees down.
Yeah,
we were Boy Scouts. Like, that one looks dead. Let's cut it down and burn it.
All right, what else do I have today? Oh, it's time for Crazy White Lady because we haven't had one of those yet today.
Oh, this lady.
Well, Crazy Young White Lady. The other one was racist. I don't know if she's crazy. She's clearly not sane.
I mean, she wants to go back to denying a black woman a water fountain. That's not sanity.
Once again, in Virginia, there's a chance for there to be the first black woman governor of the former capital of the Confederacy. And there's not a single lefty out there going, we should let her do it because she's black.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, there's no it's her turn or any of this shit. There's no, oh my God, this could be the first black female governor there. They've had a black governor before, Governor Wilder back in the day.
Yeah, but they're not like, we're healing the wounds of the past or anything like that. No. Plus, she has an awesome name, and she likes guns. That they have a recipe for amazing history making here, but no, she's got the wrong politics.
Yep. Suddenly, all of that identity stuff that you're normally supposed to vote on, that's all gone. You're going to take their water fountains away.
Oh, Jesus. I do not understand these people.
Fuck.
I want Winsome to win now. I feel like volunteering for her campaign. If I lived in Virginia, I would be out there volunteering for this woman. Just to spite these idiots.
If she wins, I think she should change her name to Win All. Just saying. Anyway, on to White Lady.
And I've never once met a good man.
I'm going to need a definition, ma'am. Oh, you don't have one? Shocker.
Now, win a lot, maybe? Yeah, that would work too. Yes. I paused it after that sentence because the next minute and 13 seconds of this is just her explaining how all men are bad. And a lot of times when women say this, somebody will go, well, what about your father or brother? Even they suck in her world, Jack.
Oh, yeah. She'll tell us all about it because there's a common denominator here, and it's not men. It's her.
It's not men. But I do want you guys to spay and neuter your white girls.
Oh. Well, one of those would be boys, but I guess that's a feminine peen.
Hey, they're the liberal ones, so we got to be careful.
Did you see there was the guy that's getting castrated? That was part of his plea deal?
No, but not shocked. But that doesn't stop pedophiles.
Nope. It will just make it slightly harder for them, but they will find a way to get their rocks off.
They still have hands.
Yeah. They are still attracted to children.
Anyway, pay attention to the little nose ring here, because this does become important in a little bit, Jack, other than being one of the most glaring warning signs of white women.
Yeah, like she should have a septum ring because she's that level of crazy.
Look, I know there's women out there who aren't crazy, who have for some reason embraced the putting jewelry in your nose thing. You may not be crazy, but you are wearing a crazy person's outfit.
Yeah, you might as well be wearing the Hannibal Lecter mask.
And I think we should stop calling them nose rings and start calling them snot rings, because that's what they are.
Yeah.
There's no way you don't get snot all over that thing constantly.
Oh,
it's in your nose.
The booger growth on that must be icky.
If you have a nose ring, take it out and apologize to your parents.
You know what you did.
All right.
My entire life, going on almost 32 years, okay? I've never met one genuinely good man. Every single man I have encountered has done something absolutely horrific and minimized it.
That's
now,
a cool face right there.
It bothers me that she doesn't get into what the absolute horrific thing is.
Some of them probably voted for Trump.
Probably. And they justified it. My daughter has one, and I hate it. Have her listen to the show, Devil Pup. I'll talk her out of it.
Through shame.
Shame, yeah. She doesn't tell us what this horrific thing is, but given my experience with women like this who talk about how all men are horrible, it was probably something like she said the sky is green, and he said, no, it's blue, and didn't apologize for disagreeing with her.
Yeah, it sounds right.
They tend to be retarded. I'm just saying.
Well, they're very self-centered, narcissistic types.
And sweetie, at 32, looking like you do, you might want to lower your standards. I'm just saying.
Every single man that I've encountered is a liar, is a perv, and does not see women as humans.
I was shocked to learn that women are human.
Fuck.
I mean, that was news to me. I don't remember voting on that. I don't know when this came up. Is that provable with science?
I just love that the idea of being perverted means you don't value women as human.
Well, she might be thinking that, it's perverted to look at other women or look at porn.
So that doesn't mean women aren't women. If somebody has the same attraction to, let's use Cenk Uygur, to a horse as they do to a woman, then you can say that the perversion dehumanizes the woman. But when you're attracted to the female human, that's not getting rid of her humanity. It's because she's a woman, a adult human female that you find attractive. You just see him as a piece of meat. No, I just think they're set up, lady. We don't apply this. Feminists never apply this to how women treat men. Ever. It's never that they're dehumanizing men by going to Chippendales. That they beat off. They don't beat off. They rub their nub to Magic Mike. That's never, hey, you're not seeing him as a human. Feminism has taught women that if somebody wants to have sex with you, it means they don't like you, which is one of the weirdest fucking things you could ever come up with. He just wants you for your body. Or he likes her and her body.
Yeah, weird that can happen.
I've never met a good man because they all want to have sex with women. and they don't apologize for it.
Every single man that I've ever encountered is so far up the patriarchy's booty butt.
Okay, people that say booty butt, I don't like that. That's redundant and weird.
We'll keep the booty butt in mind with the nose ring because it's going to be relevant here in just a second. the patriarchy in the United States doesn't exist. We have a matriarchal society.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who votes for the men? Who run? It's where the country's run by men. Who put them in power? I'll give you a guess. There's more women voters than men voters. Some patriarchy where we get the women to vote for us. Even when there's women on the ticket, Jack, we've had 2 major presidential candidates now, women, and they both lost.
Yeah, because women don't like other women, thankfully.
Genuinely think that it's okay for them to not grow past the mental age of 12?
You have a nose ring and just use the term booty butt.
The way she talks, the word maturity is not associated with her.
They don't grow up past the age. I've never met a single good man. Look, we've talked before about male maturity. There's different kinds of maturity. Like, I don't know a single 12-year-old. When I was 12, Jack, not one of us was going to work to pay the bills because that's part of your job as a man.
You should have been in the mines. That's
what yeah. We still laugh at the same stuff. You know why? Because it's still funny.
Yeah, because we have a sense of humor.
She liked a guy that didn't like her back. Case closed. Thank you, Albatross. Yeah. Well, yes and no, because let's finish letting her lay out her life story.
They genuinely think that having a job is all that they need to do.
Some people don't have hobbies.
What? See, I don't even understand this mindset.
Oh, I do. This is the you have to buy me shit mindset. She doesn't want you to just have a job. She wants you to be a materialist weirdo like her, where, oh my God, we have to go out and get stuff. And he's just like, look, I just want to work, come home, watch TV.
See, I don't think it's about getting stuff. I think it's about like that, like going out and doing it. Let's go dancing.
Yeah, but she's still tired. Like, it's that like socialite mentality. You know, they want the fancy purses and all the celebrity lifestyle. They want to go on vacations and fancy places.
Well, let me throw another thought at you. That in her world, in order to be mature, you have to think like her.
Yeah.
Men have to grow up and realize that women aren't just sexual objects.
Again, a revelation I had to deal with today. But you're right, because she thinks that she's smarter than everybody. And you're just not mature if you don't believe what I believe.
Not just her, women. Women are smarter, because this is part of that mentality of men are broken women. Yeah. That's all we are. Because our sense of humor is just because we haven't grown up to the maturity level of women. So farts are no longer funny. When farts are no longer funny, then you're mature. And by the way, most farts aren't funny. A couple of them are. Depends on when it. Like Eric Swalwell farting is one of the funniest things ever.
Yeah, it's because he did it on national TV.
The whole notion though is that we are broken and we have to aspire to be women, and then we will be mature. Which, by the way, gentlemen, that's fucking retarded. You don't let these fucking bimbos beat the fun out of you.
Yeah, don't let them blind you with the tail, man, because they will use their vaginal powers to manipulate you into being iDubbbz.
I have never met a good man. Not my father. I don't consider him a good man.
He cut her off. I'm guaranteeing that's what it is. You got to pay your own bills. Oh, you dick.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not supporting your nonsense anymore. I hate you. You never loved me.
My brother's really not good men. My ex, baby daddy, not a good man. His dad, horrible man. His 2 brothers, one of them is halfway decent, but still don't consider him.
That means she blew him once.
I'm good.
Probably.
His sister's husband, really shitty. All of my male family members, horrible people. All of my past male colleagues, all of my male instructors, professors, All of them are fucking horrible.
Ladies, you know how we tell you not to have single friends? This is why.
Yep. Here is prime example of somebody that will come in and ruin your good relationship by planting the seed of doubt in your head and dumping all their trauma on your coffee table like it's your day to deal with their bullshit, because that's what they do. These are miserable people that want to be around other miserable people. Your happiness is a threat to their misery.
Yes. And that's the issue right there, is that some women like her. Somebody said earlier, you know, she got done, or somebody didn't like her that she liked. It's not that. She has a baby daddy. She got a baby daddy, and he's probably not giving her tons of money so she can go live the life that she wants to. Her dad clearly cut her off. She's tried banging every other man, including her brothers in her life, and they're like, "Get away from me, you nasty bitch." Yeah, and so they're all horrible men.
I guarantee you it was something like, don't date that guy, he's a piece of shit. And she's like, "You're my brothers, you're supposed to be supportive." No, we're telling you, that guy's a piece of shit. Then she gets pregnant, dude cuts and runs, or realizes how insane she is and tries to change his name and move to another state. And she's like, "Well, fine, fuck you people, you're all monsters. Everybody is like this because I had a couple of bad experiences, because I have poor life choices."
Michael says, focus on the negative, and that's all you'll see. Absolutely.
Yep, absolutely.
If you've been around here long enough, you know I am a silver lining guy. No matter how shit life is, I try to find the fun in it, because if you sit around thinking about how bad life is, you're going to have a bad life. It is a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, and you will probably die early. And as a nihilist, I still have hope occasionally. Usually gets crushed, but you know, you have to have a little bit of glimmer of hope out there.
Well, as I pointed out before, if you actually pay attention to the bad shit in your life, it's minimal. It's a thing that happens. Yeah, but you spend so much time thinking on it, that's all you think about. You miss the other 24 hours of the day where nothing bad happened.
Yeah, and you're also missing out on the opportunity to have good things happen. So you sit around and wallow in misery, you're never going anywhere in life. You can't do that. Stagnation.
Don't surround yourself with negative people.
Yeah.
And I know I said women and these kind of friends. Guys, if your wife has a friend like this, find a way to cut that bitch out of y'all's lives. But as any person, keep negative people away from you. Hey, P-Doggy says, I'm positively positive. P-Dog, are you going over the Virginia sign? I'm curious to his take on that sign.
Oh, God.
You might not be able to use that woman's water fountain, but you can always use mine, my friend.
Yeah, like I will gladly supply you with water if racist Virginian old lady won't. Christ.
Anyway, there's our crazy white woman of the day. Our second crazy white woman of the day. We got Hasan Piker here.
Oh, yeah.
This is just such a wonderful clip of Hasan and what he does so well.
Being a bitch?
Oh. Well, yeah, a lying bitch, actually.
Yeah, well, also he steals other people's content.
Hasan derangement syndrome, were like, oh, I stopped.
Him and his little fanboys have come up with Hasan derangement syndrome, which they stole from the whole Trump thing.
Yeah, totally innovative. Do not steal.
Yeah, it's shocking that he stole something, right?
Right? I'm surprised it wasn't a Master Chef related one.
I just love that he took it from Trump.
Of course he did. He's obsessed with Trump. And also Hasan and his little fanboys tend to be kind of on the dumb side, so they think they're being super smart and we're edgy boy. No, you're just stupid people.
My toe. Thanks, Hasan. I will never understand. For the life of me, I will never understand it. What I do to some of these people, because
he doesn't understand why people talk about him, Jack.
Because he's laughably stupid.
No, let's hear. We got to hear his telling.
Oh God!
Hold on to that thought though, because I want you to say what you were about to say when he's done saying this.
I'm just over here covering the news, and dudes that I never think about, dudes that I never talk about, spend every waking moment trying to bring my name up in every conversation, including.
Which, by the way, is not true. But Jack, why would they be talking about him?
Because he's a lol cow. I mean, he's one of the stupidest political commentators out there, like currently below iDubbbz, because I saw one of iDubbbz' streams.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Oh, dear God. I haven't been that bored in years. I've had dates better than that where the chick didn't speak English. Christ. This man he's stupid. He looks smelly. And currently, he looks like a golf caddy. I don't know what that outfit's all about. But he's also, like, just an unlikable person. Like, everything about him looks fake and manufactured. He just has that spoiled rich kid air about him. Doesn't know anything. Never had real life experience or strife. He's got no interesting stories of his own. He's just sort of somebody that exists that thinks they're smarter than everybody else for no reason. And I will never find it not funny to make fun of him.
Blue Eyes hits it right on the head because you're a terrorist supporting communist shitbag. Yes, exactly. But this is what he does, and he does it so well for his audience. I'm just over here reporting the news. No, the reason people are talking about him right now is because he made a threat against Ela Klein.
Yeah.
Now, we talked about this briefly the other day, and after the show, I told you the clip that I'd seen, he was actually right in saying that he wasn't threatening her. But if you watch the entire clip, he was clearly telling people to go kill this woman.
Yep. I told you it was fucked up, dude.
Yeah. He's trying to play it off like, so what he does, guys, is says that the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, if they're going into places they're not supposed to be and people fight back against them, then that's perfectly justified. And for some reason, he brings up Ela Klein, however you say her name, who was in the IDF 20 years ago. She's not in there now. And there's literally no reason to bring her up in the context that he was using other than to say she's a murderer who should be killed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why people talk about me. Well, because you're one of the highest profile political commentators on the left, and you're constantly supporting terrorism. Mm-hmm. You support Hamas, Hezbollah, and the Houthis. The Triple H going on over there in his terrorist world.
Yeah, and he justifies their killing of innocent people constantly.
You said America deserved 9/11. You've never, has he ever once said anything positive about America? Once.
I don't think I've ever heard him say anything positive about America. Considering how much money he's made off of being in America, it's kind of hypocritical of him.
He's like this all the time. And then when he gets pushback on it, it's always this, I don't know why they took me out of context.
Yeah, well, he pulls the Jon Stewart defense, too. Like, I'm just commentating. I'm just a comedian. You know, that kind of nonsense. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong. How can you blame me? I'm just an innocent good boy. Didn't do nothing.
He's a lying piece of shit. That's what he is. This is a guy who bragged about going to a Diddy party, and then when it was brought back up to him, he was like, and I never went to a Diddy party, and then somebody gave him the clip, and he's like, oh, yeah. How many people in the audience would forget the fact they went to a Diddy party?
I mean, do you normally go to parties with that much lubricant?
Well, the funny thing is, when he's describing the party, he talks about how they have a weirdly young-looking girl being played on a video screen. But that's something he forgot.
Uh-huh.
What kind of parties are you going to that you can forget the one with little girls dancing sexily on a video screen?
I mean, if he's going to a lot of parties like that,
then yeah, they can all run together.
Yeah, that's really even more disturbing Like, that's something that sticks out in your head. If you've only been to one party like that, where you're like, well, that's really fucked up. That gets kind of ingrained. Maybe you like haven't thought about it in a while, and somebody brings up, oh yeah, but yeah, you don't forget that. That's
well, there's a thing that happens in the human mind is that the higher up you are on the totem pole of whatever totem pole we're talking about, the less you remember the people underneath it. Like, for instance, I run into people all the time who remember working with me at Walmart, who worked for me, that I don't remember.
Yeah, because they came and went fairly quickly, and you were there a long time.
I was a more important figure to their work than they were to mine. Yeah. And that's not saying that they didn't do the harder work or anything. They absolutely did. But I was a more important part of their work because I was their boss. I remember my bosses because I had to report to them. The hundreds of people who worked for me tend to run together. Sorry, guys. And that's normal. This is like when they're like, Trump said he doesn't remember meeting E. Jean Carroll, but here's a picture where there's a receiving line. Yeah. And Trump's there, and they're like, look, there's a picture with E. Jean. That meant more to her because he was Donald Trump.
Yeah, and he's met like 1 million people in his life. I mean, that's kind of silly. Yeah.
Donald Trump remembers meeting famous people. He doesn't remember meeting some dude's wife.
Right.
Like, no, clearly he had to remember that because there's a picture of it. Now, when you have something like Prince Andrew, who's like, I don't remember meeting her because I don't even sweat. Come on.
Right.
You remember the kid you touched. Stop it. Stop it. We remember things based on their importance to us. And there's no way that this little shitbag doesn't remember going to a Diddy party. That it's not like Diddy was like nobody at the time. He was already calling himself Diddy. This is long after Puff Daddy bullshit.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't even remember until you brought up that time I was talking about it.
I don't remember the hot, sweaty love making and baby oil being rubbed all over my hairy Turkish back as I engaged in some Turkish delight prison style. No, I don't remember that at all. No,
the difference is when he told the story the first time, nobody was talking about what a horrible person Diddy was. And then once Diddy's like, oh, he's touching people inappropriately. Then he's like, nah, I don't. Did I go to one of those? That doesn't sound like me. I go overseas to buy prostitutes. Totally doesn't sound like I go to a Diddy party when I'm a sex tourist.
Right? How could you think such a thing of me? Fucking A.
But he sells it so believably that his audience is like, oh my, look how sincere he is. All he does is cover the news. Right. And brag about going to Diddy parties and talk about going to prostitutes overseas. How dare you think he's a weirdo?
What a lame brag. Like, you have to go overseas to get poontang.
Well,
and pay for it.
I don't know if you saw it, but he's catching a lot of flack for something else right now, too.
Oh, no. I don't think I'm aware of this.
On video, he's been caught repeatedly, accidentally showing people nudes that ladies have sent him.
Oh, revenge porn. God.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the thing Ethan Ralph was in trouble for, and the thing Destiny's currently being sued for.
Yep, there's at least 4 different instances where this has happened. And the one, it's Ludwig. I don't know if you guys know who Ludwig is. But they're sitting on a couch and tons of people around, and Hasan is looking at his phone, and Ludwig sits down beside him and immediately sees that there's a naked person on his phone. Who sits around in a room full of other people looking at naked pictures on their phone?
The kind of people that would stand naked in a bathroom facing the doorway so that they could show greener to people. He
was on his phone one time with a chick sitting next to him. It's a chick who sees it. Creepy, you little weirdo.
That is super gross.
Oops, I accidentally found a naked chick.
Look at all these women I pleasure.
Yes, that's what it is.
So
and I
gross.
Ladies, are you guys turned on when some guy's like, hey, look at all these chicks I banged? Because I don't understand how this became a thing with Destiny and him. And like, look, I plow a lot of people. You want to be one?
Because they're a bunch of sex pests, dude. That they have some kind of power so they can start pulling the tail, and they can't stop themselves. They're gluttonous. They're not sex addicts. It's just their way of expressing their power.
Blue Eyed says he's trying to prove he's not gay. I still don't believe it. People sending him naked pictures doesn't mean he's not gay. That dude's gay.
That might be why he was showing other people, so he could be like, is this attractive? I don't know.
What is that thing between her legs? That's so weird looking.
Were they in a hatchet accident? I don't understand.
Where's the wiener? That's what I wanted. Anyway, but yeah, so this little fucker, he's getting a lot of he decided to boost it. No, I'm sorry. GQ totally was like, you know who we should write a thing on? It should be his son. He's an amazing person. And have you seen the sweat on his? Oh, were you here for when I read that?
No, thank God. That was probably one of the times that you were doing one of these.
The GQ artist or writer was talking about how attractive it was, how gay men and all women would like to be where he was, where there was a shirtless Hasan standing there with sweat glistening off of his chest hair. That is the opening paragraph of a GQ article.
Yeah, I saw, unfortunately, some of the pictures of him in the bathtub.
I still haven't seen those.
Oh my God, they're horrifying. No, don't look at them, man, because they will haunt you. It's the gayest shit I've ever seen in my life.
His world is crashing down around him because he decided he wants to be taken more seriously. And the problem is there's just too much history.
And why would anyone take this man seriously? He's a fucking idiot. Also, I hope these women that he was showing the pictures around of find out that it was them and they sue him. And they get lots of his money.
Back when he was on the Young Turks, or I don't know if if this was part of the Young Turks or he was doing his own thing while he was on there. But when he was trying to be a dude bro, once said, come back next week when we ask the question, old enough to count, old enough to mount?
Yeah, I believe his name, and we shouldn't dead name, but his name was the Professor.
Yeah, that I get he was going for really edgy comedy there. A good one. But can you imagine any right-winger getting away with that?
No, like Jimmy Kimmel had to change his whole personality because of the main show.
This dude is on camera, old enough to count, old enough to mount.
That's right up there with Polly the Polar Bear on cringe levels.
Yeah, and he gets a pass for it. This is a guy who's sitting with his gay friend, was asked what his favorite flag was. And he said the Hezbollah flag. The terrorist organization that hates gay people.
Well, some people are self-loathing. I don't know what to tell you.
That's my favorite flag. Have you seen it? It's not even an attractive flag.
No, it's not. It's pretty ugly.
It's ugly as shit. I wonder if I can find it real fast. Do you have a favorite flag?
Yeah, the American flag, obviously. There's a lot of really nice flags, actually. The Union Jack's really cool looking. It's got great color scheme, great pattern.
I like the Union Jack. I do.
Yeah. Say what you will about the Canadian flag. Its simplicity is a selling point. See, that you can't draw that. Kids aren't going to draw that shit.
I don't like the Canadian flag. I think if you put a leaf on your flag, you might as well have a big green dildo on your flag. Yeah, no offense, Canadians.
But if you look at it objectively, it's a simple design, which makes it memorable. And it's less boring than like the French or Italian flags.
I think a lot of the European flags are boring. It's why I like the Union Jack. It's more intricate.
Yeah, it has a style to it, and the color scheme is perfect. So it's a great flag.
If you showed me the Russian flag and the French flag, I'd have to look at them real hard and remember which is which, because each of them is just 3 bars of the same colors.
Yeah,
they're not in any kind of noticeable pattern. Right, they're both gay.
Yeah, that's boring. They should have stuck with the communist one with the hammer and sickle against the red.
I hate that the stars and bars is associated with the Confederacy, because that's a cool looking flag.
Well, it looks a lot like the Union Jack.
Yeah,
and it added the stars and the orange, and it does pop. It's a very well done flag. But that's the Virginia battle standard, not the actual Confederacy one.
That's why I said it was associated with the Confederacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to specify for people, because if you look it up, it's gonna be fucking a whole thing.
Yeah, it's the the battle standard of the Virginia Army, and also referred to as the Confederate battle standard. It has a lot of. It wasn't the official flag of the entire Confederacy, but the Hezbollah flag, really?
That's ugly as shit. It's not good color schemes. It's overly complicated in all the wrong areas. It's going to be difficult to draw, so you can't teach it to kids very easily. Why would you go with that? That's stupid. You want a nice, simplistic design.
That's how I feel about most state flags. I actually really like the California state flag.
Yeah, it's got a bear on it.
She's got a big old bear on it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But like, if you've ever seen the Virginia one or the what's the one they just redid? Was it the Pennsylvania one? Where they got rid of a lot of the excess shit on it. Most state flags look like trash.
Yeah, ours looks like a sports pennant.
Ours is blue and something. I forget what's in the middle of it. But the Michigan state flag should just be a picture of urban blight. Just keep it real.
It just looks like it's gonna like give you tetanus by touching it.
You know what they should do for you can thank me later, Michiganders. Our state flag should just be blue, and in the center of it, RoboCop.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Right? I mean, that was Detroit.
Yeah, it was.
RoboCop would be awesome, and it would be like, yeah, it's kind of dangerous to be here. It's a good way of putting urban blight in there with a positive spin.
Yeah, because at least it looks cool then, other than like a rust brown color.
I'm happy my state has a badass flag. Which flag? Lindsay, you don't have to tell us where you are if you don't want to, but where? Because I'm trying to think of a state that has one. I mean, most state flags suck.
Yeah, the Ohio state flag is weird, but it's at least a better design than quite a few. Because most of them are really boring. They just like a seal on there, you know.
Oh, Texas. Arizona. I don't know if I know what Arizona's flag is. I'd have to look that one up. Anyway, back to dipshit here.
Silly shit like ETH. I don't have a single cryptocurrency coin at all. It's literally because you're brown, understand shit.
Yeah, people don't like Hasan because he's brown. Somewhere in there. He looks like Steven Crowder. You look like the most Canadian white guy you could be.
Yeah, I would look. Most people from Turkey look incredibly white. They've had too much mixture going on. Unless you're from like southern Turkey, where you're closer to the Middle East cities and stuff. Turkey's been conquered back and forth over the centuries. He's not even a mocha brown.
I mean, I'm so white passing, dude. Well, that's crazy.
So look, he's on our side that he's white. But wait a minute.
Maybe people do see it that way. I don't know. Pre-October 7, I would have argued with you on that front. But like low key, I think that does play a big role.
Yeah, after October 7th, people notice that you're white. What?
Yeah, he's so full of shit. That guy is so up his own ass. He thinks people think about him constantly.
People
I forget this man exists half the time.
People talk about him when he says something so fucking stupid that everybody's like, can you believe what this moron said?
Yeah, well, it's usually something like, because we expect him to say dumb shit. It's usually like, oh, Twitch allows this?
But when you get to the point that people are talking about you because you're showing naked pictures to them in highly inappropriate situations, maybe it's not because of the color of your skin.
Yeah.
Maybe. Just saying. And I love that he picks October 7th. What else happened on October 7th that it might have made people talk about you more, you shitbag terrorist supporting piece of garbage?
Don't know. Can't think of anything.
When you come out in favor of the guys who murder people and fuck goats, yeah, people are going to talk.
Yeah, a bunch of psychopathic murderers and rapists, and yeah, it's amazing what side he decides to fall on.
But they didn't decapitate 40 babies; they killed them in other ways.
Yeah, that's better.
Why are you lying about them? They set some of them on fire.
But I don't know. Nah, actually, you know what? That's not it. That can't be it. Are you pro-Palestine? Thoughts on Palestine? Are you pro-Palestine? Dumbass. What?
Dumbass, he was just saying his name.
Do you think? No, but I'm serious. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know what the fuck it is.
How about this, Hasan? How about you listen to any of the criticism about you? Maybe then you'd understand.
No, those are just haters, monkey. You got to ignore them and never listen to any of their criticisms because they can't possibly be right in any way, shape, or form.
When your uncle, Cenk Horsefucker Uger, has to tell you, hey, maybe you shouldn't say America deserved 9/11, that should have been your clue to go, maybe I should stop trying to be edgy. But this fucking idiot says stuff that he thinks is edgy all the time and then does his have you ever heard this guy laugh for real? He sounds like a emphysemic going
yeah, it's really weird.
It's creepy shit.
He's a strange dude, man.
There's something that I do to like a lot of these dudes. It's mostly dudes. I don't think I have like crazy women stalkers like this that are
stalkers, because some people were talking about the stupid shit he said that was going all over the internet.
Yeah, because people make fun of you. They're stalkers. Shut up. Go shave your back hair. We know you got a werewolf sweater under there.
It is usually dudes, and they are right wing for sure.
No, they're not. Ethan Klein is not right wing.
No, to Hasan he is.
He's a commie. Asmongold is probably the most right wing of the ones that he would be talking about. And there's like, why do they keep talking about me? And Asmon does not talk about Hasan all that much. It's when Hasan says something really stupid. Asmongold puts out like 5 videos a day, and most days there's not even one about Hasan.
Yeah.
What are you talking? They're trying to tear me down. He actually had a clip where he said he has a much better reputation in the mainstream media than he does on Twitter. And it's like, yeah, because people pay attention to you here. The mainstream media just goes, ooh, lefty.
Yeah. Real quick. Thank you, Johnny Hellcat. I was watching a stream while going to a family event. There was a video you guys were reviewing. My sister looked over my shoulder, and it was the meme in real life. Oh, he's cute. Oh, no, he's retarded.
Oh.
Yeah, nice.
But there's other right-wing motherfuckers who are content creators who don't make it their lives mission to constantly talk about me or think about me.
You know what this shitbag did the other day, Jack?
Touched himself in public.
You know who Bad Empanada is?
I've heard the name. I'm not familiar with this content.
He's a crazy leftist. He kicked off the whole Ethan Klein's kids eat dog shit and call CPS on them.
Is he the serial doxer?
Yes.
Swatter? Okay. Yeah, I've heard of him.
That piece of shit doxed Willie Mack and his wedding. And this piece of shit highlighted it and put it up on his stream where there's a lot more people watching, letting everybody know where Willie Mack's wedding was going to be.
Yeah, I saw Willie's video on that, and the wedding hall's response was hilarious. They're like, "Yeah, we get these all the time." It's a Jewish venue.
I don't like giving credit to Ethan Klein, but good on Ethan Klein for offering to provide security for the event when this happened.
Yeah, that was really cool of Ethan. Say what you will about what a dumb shit Ethan is and what a piece of shit he normally is. That was really cool of him.
And you know what? He didn't do it publicly. That Willie Mack let that come out in his video after the event. He wasn't like, I'm going to take care of this to fuck Hasan over for Hasan being a shitbag. He was doing it because what Hasan did was shitty.
It was absolutely shitty. And Ethan knows what it's like to have your life put in jeopardy and get threats. And he knows Willie doesn't have the resources to do that.
These lefty assholes, including Hasan and what's that faggy little, Noah Sampson. They're sitting there and they're watching the Bad Empanada video and talking about how the IDF snuck a Jew into Willie Mack's world.
Yeah, that was this obsession with like the great Jewish conspiracy is getting really tiresome.
Yeah, way back before, because Willie's known his wife for a long time.
Yeah.
And before he was even a major content creator, the IDF was like, we see some value in him. Get one of our honeypots ready.
Well, what you don't know, Monkey, is aside from space lasers, they also have time machines, apparently.
Demonetized. You can't get demonetized for calling Noah Sampson faggy because it's on his birth certificate. I'm just saying. Noah Sampson is one of the most disgusting people on the internet. He is a horribly irredeemable man. And
there's be a lot of them on that side of the fence.
There really are. They are a bunch of shitty people. Anyway.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. What do you mean? XQC said it long ago. Everyone needs a villain. They just think their audience will jump on the wagon with little effort. Yeah, I guess.
Everyone needs.
Sorry. What?
I don't disagree with the notion everybody needs a villain. It doesn't mean that the villain's not a villain.
Yeah. Also, I really think that Hasan has a persecution complex.
He does.
And he really does seem to believe that he is more important than he actually is. And that people think about him because he's got a massive ego.
Dude.
Which is part of why he's a lol cow.
One of the funniest videos you will ever see. He was on one of those debate shows they did one time back a couple of years ago. That was really big where they'd have all the lefties up there debating each other.
Yeah.
And he's on one and some subject comes up. I forget what it is. And they're like, we need to know what this. And somebody says, wait till Destiny gets here. He'll know. And Hasan was on there. And he's like, what's this wait till Destiny gets here shit? It's one of the funniest clips you'll ever see because he was so offended that they saw Destiny as more of a credible truth teller than him.
Well, I would actually agree with that.
It's true.
Destiny's smarter too. Hasan's kind of dumb and arrogant. And that is a hell of a combination to have.
Yeah, look, I don't. Destiny is a shitbag, and some of the stuff that's come out about him is horrible.
No, he's a garbage person.
But he's not dumb the way that Hasan is. Hasan just says shit because he doesn't know, and then when he's wrong, he tries to find a way that he wasn't actually wrong.
Yeah, he backpedals because his ego won't let him be wrong.
I never said I went to a Diddy party.
You know, if you really look at it, Hasan and Darkside Phil actually have a lot of personality traits in common.
Well, it's funny you bring up Phil, different Phil. Phil DeFranco talked about this shitbag the other day.
Speaking of tards.
And he gave his normal I'm on the left, so I won't actually say anything bad about Hasan. But what do you think? Take on it.
Yeah, that sounds right.
All right, it's enough of Hasan. I have one more thing on my agenda. What was? I forgot about this. Oh, okay. Gavin Newsom in his role as, trust me, guys, I'm totally just as badass as Trump.
Okay.
P-Dog, have a good show, my friend. Have a good show. I'll be wrapping up here in the next 20 minutes, so I'll come over and see you at the time. P-Dog Night going live on the P-Dog Night channel here in just a little bit, guys.
Yeah, go check them out when we're done.
This is radical rigging of a midterm election.
He's talking about the redistricting in Texas. And now California, even though it would be against their constitution, needs to redistrict theirs. California has 52 congressional seats, Jack.
Yeah.
With a 38% Republican population. Do you know how many seats are Republican?
Like 5?
9.
9? Yeah, it wasn't far off.
About less than 18%. And he's like, we need to redistrict so we have even more Republicans out of office.
Yeah, that's why they were flooded with illegals.
Nate the lawyer did a breakdown of this. I think I talked about it maybe 2 weeks ago. If you took the congressional map, what each state has for, like California, it's got 52 seats. And you broke it down based on who people voted for president, the Republicans would pick up, it's either 12 or 14 seats in the Congress. Yeah. Nationwide. They would pick up a grand total of 12 to 14. They would lose a couple in Texas, a couple in some other states, but they would pick up a shit ton in places like California and New York. So this whole thing, it's a radical stealing of the election. Fuck you. What the Republicans have been doing over the last 20 years is fixing the ridiculous gerrymandering that's been going on from the Democrats for the last 60.
What? No, that's just how it should be, monkey. I heard Jasmine Crockett's district got eliminated.
It's gone. And so is her hopes at any kind of political career. She's going to have to go to another state. Because what's she going to do? Go backwards and go back into the state house? No. She's got eyes on the bigger prize, Jack, and she's just not going to get it in Texas.
Yeah, that's true.
Ask Beto O'Rourke how losing your congressional seat works out.
Oh my God, that dirt eater was in trouble for something the other day.
Yeah, his dumbass was talking about this again, and he was trying to be manly, which is funny.
Yeah, it's like a little kid wearing a suit. You're like, oh, that's adorable.
Radical rigging of an election, destroying, vandalizing this democracy.
People are still going to get to vote. That's what democracy is. They're not getting rid of voting. It's still one man, one vote, Jack.
No, it's 5 wands to a vote.
So when you look at the Illinois breakdown of congressional districts, and one of them for some reason goes all across the middle of the state to turn it blue, that's not radical rigging of the election. Notice we're back to rigging of elections from the Democrats.
Oh yeah, that's going to be their talking point throughout the next entire cycle.
I mentioned before when we talked about this that it is possible for a state like California to have, like, say, 38% of the population be Republican and have 0 Republican seats, because it depends on where that 38 is concentrated.
Yeah, if they're scattered all over the place, or or they're all concentrated in a heavily Democrat stronghold city.
If they're represented in every district, or every city is only 38%, then no, they wouldn't get any seats. The problem is that there's places like LA, they're like 98% Democrat, and that makes it less likely that there should be none that are Republican.
Yeah.
But even in that case, you can't say democracy has been thwarted because the voting still happens, because democracy is not about whether or not you win.
You don't know.
I do, because what he wants is Republicans to lose. If Republicans don't lose, then there's no democracy. That's not what democracy means. It doesn't mean getting your way. It literally means everybody gets to have a vote on this.
The rule of law. So I'm sorry. I know some people's sensibilities. I respect and appreciate that.
Hang on. He's about to get super manly, you guys.
Oh, Christ.
But right now,
no, wait for it.
With all due respect, we're walking down a damn different path. We're fighting fire with fire, and we're going to punch these sons of bitches in the mouth.
Oh, amen to that.
Oh, my God. That's the most testosterone they've seen in 10 years on the internet for the left.
Republicans got in trouble for fight like hell. Gavin Newsom said, we're going to punch these sons of bitches in the mouth.
It still sounded super gay, too.
It did, because it was Gavin Newsom.
Yeah. And why is he sitting like that? He looks like he has to pee, like a little kid, like trying to contain his pee.
Well, I mean, look at who he's with. I mean...
Yeah, well, he's probably trying to protect his no-no squares from Harry Sisson looking at him.
These are not serious people, but look how manly he is. Olivia Juliana is so fucking hideous. Yeah.
Is that her on the top right?
No, she's the bottom left.
Oh, yeah, I can't see her, thankfully.
She's the fat chick that they hired to get more men to like Democrats.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Who's the chick with the gray zip up?
I've seen him before. I don't know his name right off.
Oh, is that a man?
That's a dude. Yeah.
Looks
And then we
like
got
a
Harry
chick.
Sisson, and then I think the chick in the upper right is that
Upper left.
yeah, sorry, left. Fuck, what's her name? The one we watched the other day, and then I went and saw her comedy special.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Speaking of which,
guess Tanya Mana, whatever her
Mojo?
name is. Sure.
No, Tana's gone away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she hasn't been around for a while.
Oh, she in jail?
No, she realized that she was a vapid moron and has tried fixing it.
Oh, just assume the Powerpuff Girls put her back in jail. Tana Mojo Jojo.
The
King
but
Cobra
that chick-
JFS died?
What's that?
King Cobra JFS died.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's another lol cow.
Oh. That chick who was on the Piers Morgan that we watched, and she's running for Congress. I was talking to Scribbles about her the other day and went to look it up because you got to see her comedy show. It's a fucking TEDx. She's taking it off her YouTube.
Really?
Yeah,
Dude,
and
I was so upset that you made me watch that because it's like, this is more painful than he warned me.
I feel kind of responsible because I did tag her when I mentioned how bad it was on Twitter, and then she took it down. Sweetie, you be proud of your bad stuff.
Yeah, the bad stuff should inspire you to work harder and be better.
Yeah, we don't need you to hide that stuff so we can't laugh at it.
Yeah, I mean, lol cows are meant to be laughed at.
And enjoyed by all.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody mirrored it somewhere.
Let's see. I doubt it because most people don't know who that crazy bitch is.
That's true.
You know what I mean? It'd be, here we go.
Why?
All right.
Aw.
I'm done with my stuff, so I got to put something on the screen so I know if I get cut off. And this is today's kitten. I've decided I'm doing kittens in the background, Jack.
Daily background kittens.
Daily background kittens. That's right.
Aw.
You guys can submit pictures to me on Twitter of kittens all the time. But if you want one that might make it on the show, let me know. This is a little girl kitten. You know how you can tell?
No.
It's a calico.
Oh yeah. Was it like 96% of calicos are female?
Yep. Male calicos are exceptionally rare. So chances are this is a little girl kitty cat. Look how cute she is.
Super cute with those big eyes.
I like calicos that are mostly white. I love
bigot.
Hey, I just want them to be able to use the water fountain in Virginia. Legs in the air. Yeah, this is how Phoebe sleeps a lot. Phoebe shares her junk with the world constantly. It's like, put your tail over that. She likes to sit in the window and clean her junk facing outside.
Like a brothel.
Yes.
What are you in Amsterdam?
Oh, a cat. What else is going on in the world, Jack?
Did you like that video I sent you?
Which one?
The cops.
Oh, yes, I did. What is this? Lil Nas X. Oh, the Lil Nas X thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
for some
did
reason,
you hear, before we get into that, did you hear Jim got swatted?
Medicare?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Fugi sent me the thing, and yeah, he posted about it on his Twitter. He's apparently very, very sick. And
somebody is swatting him at this point. I mean, he doesn't even do anything anymore because he's so sick.
Yeah, like he's, as he said, he's spending time with family and friends, which is never a good sign. So he's super ill, and of course, Ethan Ralph had started the rumor that Jim was dead because nobody had heard from him in ages. And some assholes swatted him.
I have to send you a picture of mine who passed. Yeah, you can never go wrong sending me pictures of cats. I love kitty cats.
Well, kitty cats are adorable.
I did just see today, and it's actually several years old, but YouTube decided I needed to see it today, about a guy who was given a 4-year sentence for swatting and bomb threats. He was a kid. I forget where he's from, but California, somewhere in California. They caught him when he was 17 years old, and he had either swatted, doxed, or swatted, called bomb threats, or shooting threats to 375 different venues and people.
That's ridiculous. Each one of those should be an attempted murder charge.
For each one, he was facing 5 years in jail, and they cut him a deal, and he ended up getting only 4 charges. So he was facing 20 years, and the judge only gave him a year for each one.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, the swatting shit has to be treated like just like you would a terrorism or a hitman. It has to be treated with the harshest possible punishments, or it's never going to die down.
I don't think he needs to go to jail for 20 years for that, but 10 would have been fine.
I'm okay with 20 because these people are evil. You're trying to kill someone, and you're using the police to do it. I mean, can you imagine the poor cop that shoots an innocent man?
Yeah.
Like the one in Kansas, was it?
Yeah.
That cop's got to live with the fact that he shot a totally innocent person. It didn't even have anything to do with the online beef. It was a totally random, different house. That will haunt you.
Most of the charges were from when he was 16, and they tried him as charged him as an adult.
Yeah.
But he directly responsible for the swattings of Jeremy over at the quartering, Tim Pool, and Medicare.
Wow. Yeah. Apparently there's some network that they think that the person that swatted Medicare is associated with. Because apparently there's a DOJ investigation into that. He's talking about it on his timeline. Yeah, I hope they catch him and punish them. So yeah, that's unacceptable behavior in a polite society.
I'm okay with the 300 plus charges. Me too. And this is something, look, I understand that you got to cut deals sometimes, make justice move faster. But that judge letting this get away, because the judge knows how many charges there were.
Yeah.
And you only gave 1 year for each of the ones that he pled guilty to. it's barely 1% of what he did.
Yep.
I mean, this dude was facing multiple life sentences because it's 5 years for each of the 375 charges.
But look at the soft on crime policies that we keep seeing coming out of the government. And we got these pussy judges and DAs that won't prosecute, or when they do, they cut deals. They won't actually punish people.
Yeah, he could have got some people killed. And like I said, I think 20 is probably too long, but 4 is way too short.
Absolutely.
I would be more okay with 20 than I am with 4.
Absolutely. It's like I said, we're just too soft on crime. At least we're not the UK, where it's like rape gangs. Wait, Epstein files. Never mind. Yeah. I retract that statement. Well, I'm sorry, I threw you off. We were talking about Little Nas.
Oh, right. Little Nas got arrested the other day because he was running around naked.
Yep. Well, he was in booty shorts and cowboy boots for some reason.
Yeah. There's a picture here. I don't want to put it on the screen. He's wearing the kind of underwear you'd expect a gay man to be wearing. I'm just saying.
Oh, the video he was as flamboyant as it comes. I'll drop the link in for anyone that wants to watch the insanity. Get
a still where it's there. We go. No, that's kind of blurry. Whoever taped this should be ashamed of themselves because way too much of this. Hey, here we go. This is the back side of it. Way too much of this video is shot at his crotch.
Yeah, I think they were trying to be discreet and hold their phone down by their hip, and it just ends up zooming in on the Little Nas's wang way too much.
Let's put something nicer back on the screen, but yeah, my guess, heavy drug use and it's Little Nas. He's not exactly known for being sane.
One of the reports I read on this, I don't remember what site it was, but they said that he was actually treated for an overdose because
I could see that.
The hospital. Yeah, he was definitely flying high on something, but that behavior is really bonkers. This dude has done nothing but tank his own career. I mean, he got that major boost with Billy Ray Cyrus helping him out. And ever since then, he's gotten really weird.
Yeah, and I love Old Town Road. That is,
that's a great song. If he had stuck with just normal music like that instead of the goofy shit that he's been putting out the last few years, this dude got really weird really fast.
Kingslayer, are you in chat? Can I share this picture?
Yeah, Kingslayer's in chat. Yeah.
How old is he? If you're talking about Nas, I'm not sure. 20s, maybe late 20s, early 30s. He's not that old.
He's 26.
Is that song as gay as everyone says? I've never heard anybody say that song is gay.
Old Town Road? No, isn't that a remake?
I don't believe so. No, that song was written about Red Dead 2.
Ah. Yeah, I mean
which is weird because it doesn't have anything to do with it.
Not at all. But it's a great song. And the version with him and Billy Ray, I think, is the superior version.
Ride Till I Can't No More, I guess. You know what's weird? I really love his version of Jolene.
I have not heard his version of Jolene.
He did a cover of it, and I typically don't like songs where the genders are wrong.
Yeah.
Like when TLC did the song If I Was Your Boyfriend, it's a cover of a Prince song.
Oh, yeah.
Or sorry, If I Was Your Girlfriend. If I Was Your Girlfriend is different when a woman says it to you versus when a man says it to you. In the Prince song, he's singing it as the man going, if I was your girlfriend, would you tell me everything you told her? And they screw it up. And there's one line in there where he says, would you tell me all the things you forgot to tell me when I was your man? And a female group shouldn't be singing about when they were your man.
Well, transition is a common thing these days, Monkey.
I didn't see if Kingslayer answered if I can share this picture. He sent me a picture of his Kiki. Beautiful kitty cat. One of my children said Kiki for kitty cat.
Oh yeah.
And so that's how we always say it in the house. Kiki. Look at my Kiki. But Kingslayer, can I share the picture of your cat? If not, I won't. But it's on my other screen blown up because he's so cute. Very striking features on this kitty cat. And his stripes are beautiful. Oh.
Yeah, Dangerous. That's my favorite version too.
Which one? Sorry.
The Miley Cyrus version of Jolene.
My favorites in order are Dolly's original. Probably Nas's version, then Pentatonics version that they did with Dolly, and then I like Miley's. It's just not. It's my least favorite of all of them.
Oh, that's surprising.
I think Miley tries way too hard to put vibrato in her voice. She tries way too hard to go for the Stevie Nicks. I sound like a goat thing in that song.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes I could see that, but
and
some of her backyard sessions, I think, are actually a little bit more of her raw voice.
Before anybody gets offended or like you just don't like Miley, I love it's the Climb,
yeah.
The version of Ready Set Don't Go that she did with Billy Ray Cyrus is one of my favorite songs. I can't listen to it too much; it makes me cry and text my daughter and tell her how much I love her.
Dad's listening to music again.
That's for the first time, literally ever. I listened to that song and did not cry, and had to tell her like I didn't cry this time, but I still thought about you because that's my little girl, man. She will always be my little girl.
Yeah, I like Miley Cyrus quite a bit, actually. I think she's got a good voice. There were a few years where a lot of her music was dog shit, and I think she stopped drinking or something.
Well,
and, a lot of her newer stuff is actually pretty solid.
She tried to go the pop route, and it really didn't work very well. I like a lot of her music. She's a good singer.
I think she should do some like retro albums, like covering like Ella Fitzgerald and some of those old timey songs. Because her voice, that's like 3-pack a day sound. It really works well for a lot of those old timey songs, like old blues songs, old bluegrass.
I think that she should lean into the country because she'd do very well there. But she's a child star, and she had a lot of issues from that because somebody touched her because she's a Disney star.
I don't know about that, but I do like her voice. I think she's very talented, and that family is just insanely talented. I don't know, they got good genetics for music or something. Oh, you'll give you Kitty.
Yes, this is what's his name, Toner. Look, I love
that's beautiful colors.
One of my favorite things on kitty cats is their mascara lines.
Yeah.
And all the different stripes. They're so pretty. This is a very striking kitty.
Yeah.
And I have Phoebe, so seeing a cat with a normal sized head is kind of weird. Phoebe has a mane, a huge mane, and you can't not see it.
Kit Kat has smaller ears than normal cats.
Really?
Yeah. If you look at her, it takes a minute, but you're like, oh, her ears are a little smaller. It's just some random thing I noticed one day when she was staring at me, judging me harshly.
Kingslayer, next time you take a picture, put a giant tub of Vaseline right on the corner there just to make people laugh. And have it half empty. No, that's a very pretty kitty cat.
That is a very beautiful cat, yeah.
And I like the look on his face, like, yeah. Pet me, bitch. Oh, man. All right, I think we're going to wrap up here on Pet Me, Bitch. By the way, ladies, that's a way you can get your man to touch you. Just walk up to him and go, pet me, bitch. Just saying. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. Thank you for the donations. You guys are so very, very kind. And thank you never seems like enough, but thank you. Jack, anything you want to share?
Yeah, I'll drop some links to some cool stuff in the chat. As always, thank you guys so much for the donations. You guys are awesome. If you like bad movies, you should check out my movie channel because I need to get subscribers over there.
Zan says, I miss having a kitty. They're all over the place. My daughter's daughter found one the other day.
Oh, yeah, the cat distribution system works in amazing ways.
Where my daughter lives is really a nice area, and it's kind of out in the wilderness, kind of. And it seems like people are just dropping off kittens there because of the second kitten that they found that is human friendly.
Huh.
Yeah. Don't do that to cats, people. I mean, don't take them to the pound. They'll kill them. I don't know where.
Kill shelters out there.
Zan says, I hate litter boxes. I hear you. Teach her to poop outside.
Well, they make those self-cleaning ones now, too. Clumping litter is like the greatest invention ever.
Oh, yes, it is. Miss Phoebes has 2 litter boxes. They get scooped every other day. And we have no issue with like litter smell or anything. Clumping litter, it makes it so easy to clean up. I used to hate having to completely clean a cat box.
Oh my god, it's such a pain in the ass. But clumping litter, genius.
Yes. Take them to PETA. Oh wait, yeah, don't do that. As soon as you're gone, they kill the cat. I'm like, we couldn't find an owner.
Yeah. The PETA is to cats what the Margaret Sanger Planned Parenthood is to black people.
I was going to go with what the Colonel is to chicken, but yeah, you're not wrong.
Both work.
Jack, a pleasure as always, my friend.
Always glad to be here.
Guys, take care of yourselves. We love you. We'll see you on the next one. Bye now.
Bye, everybody. Go check out P-Dog.
Oh, yeah. Go check out P-Dog Night. Make sure you give him a like. Like streams when you're watching him live. Just saying. Take care of yourselves. Bye now.
Bye.
I feel like I should be singing Old Town Road.
You could change it to Old Cracker Barrel logo.
I can't believe what they did. That is such bad marketing.
Oh, it looks terrible. I mean, I've seen better work out of like graphic designers that are freshmen in high school.
Right? Anyway. Bye now. Counts. It was a song.
Technically a song.